Hey everyone, Neen here from the Hyperactive Bookworm, here to do my March wrap up. It's a few days late, but these things happen. All right, so firstly, as you can hear, my health is all fucked up again, more so than it has been in a really long time. It's been a really intense month for health. I've had a few things that are still ongoing that I won't weigh in on at the moment, but we're working through them and hopefully it'll all be good news that we'll get soon. Because of that, I've mentally not been in the right headspace to write a lot, period, or to also write any of the projects that I had been working on. So I've kind of put them all on the back burner at the moment, and I have started another story that I have procrastinated for years. Um, and it is in the same world as one of my short stories that has been in a few anthologies. And if you are a member of my newsletter, I give that away as a free short story. So it's in that world. So that's really exciting. And it was unexpected that I would start writing it, but I have started writing it. Fingers crossed I'll be able to get some of that done. So because I haven't really had a lot of mental headspace for writing, I have absolutely devoured reading in March. Um, so I was sort of falling behind on my deadline, not my deadlines, my goals, my reading goals for the year. Not only have I caught up, I'm several books ahead now, which is mind blowing, but it's kind of cool. So I ended up reading 13 books this month. And honestly, I had so much fun reading these books. And the variety of what I read, I read sci-fi, I read mystery, I read horror, I read short stories, I read sapphic, I read MM, I read young adult. I love the range that I got to dive into this month. So it's really cool. And yes, what is even more amazing and cool, I am still using my book journal. This is mind blowing to me. All my other journals, my work journal, my morning pages journal, everything else I've tried this year has all fallen by the wayside, but not this little baby. March is still here. So I am so excited. So I'm going to go through and do the books that I've read and just brief rundown on them. And yeah, so let's go. All right. So the first book I read was Read Between the Lines. This was so cute. So this is by Rachel Lacey. This book is just absolutely adorable. There is so much love for books and reading. It is enemies to lovers. The author realism of it is just so hilarious and a little bit gut punchy at times. It is adorable, funny. It has the mistaken identity. Absolutely beautiful writing. Absolutely beautiful writing, and really amazing friendships. It also has family connections. Now, this book actually falls into the book bingo, Jay's book bingo that she does, as sibling relationship. So I've put that down for that one. All right, now the next book I read was Whitewater Awakening by Rita Potter. Yes, I've done a full review of this, and I've spoken to Rita and put up the interview with her about this book and about life and microwaving random objects. Um, but it was such an intense ride. It was amazing. This I've put under the say Jay's Sapphic Book Bingo as well, under the category country or state you haven't visited. All right, now the next book was actually a reread. This time I actually listened to it because it was actually read by the author. So it's Darkly Dreaming Dexter by Jeff Lindsay, and it it was read by Jeff Lindsay, and I found it really interesting. It's not the voice I have ever had for Dexter, even before the TV show, because I did read the books before the TV show, but it was really interesting and fascinating to get his kind of take on these things. It was fun. I love this series. I love this book. serial killers who are, you know, the anti-hero because they only kill the bad guys. It's just amazing, and it works so well with Harry's code, and it's just awesome. I adore it. All right, the next one is another reread because it is the book that we are doing in the Sapphic Fiction Book Club over on Facebook for April, and it is Leviathan by Eric Schubach. I love this series. So this is the World Ship Files. I've only read, I think, up to book 4, and there are so many books in this series now. I feel like there may be 10. Okay, that may not be so many, but I'm slowly getting to them. I've just got such a big TBR, but I love this series. I love the world. It is fantasy and sci-fi combining and colliding. It has fae, it has, you know, high-techy stuff. Yes, that's my official term for it, high-techy stuff. And it's fun. It has kick-ass characters. It has awesome humor. It has 80s and 90s music references. What more could you want? All right. Now, the next book was a short story by Fiona Zed. Oh, I love this woman. And her writing is just smashing. So it's called Tattoo, and it is a fun, erotic read. Just a short story, quick read, so much fun. I also read a nonfiction this month. Like, wow, blow my mind. So the next book I read was Dear Writer, You Need to Quit by Becca Syme. I actually stumbled on this book listening to the podcast Lesbians Who Write, which has TB Markinson and Claire Lydon. Claire has recommended this book several times. An author book, basically, a craft book. It is the first craft book I have read cover to cover and not had to have a break from or skip certain sections. I thought it was awesome. She is just right to the point, and it's not as the title suggests, and she's just marketed it brilliantly, basically. It's a really good book. All right, the next book was How by Lucy Bexley, so Home of the Wayward Lovers. So this is basically sapphic coyote ugly that we all deserve. Absolutely. Yep, that pretty much sums it up. I've put this under the book bingo of Jay Sapphic book bingo for Pride Scene, because it's an awesome Pride Scene and it's important to the book. All right, so oh my God, the next book. Oh, I have to get a paperback copy of this, and I'm planning to in June. Is Not for a Moment by Cheyenne Blue. This is just absolutely phenomenal. I love it. It is gorgeous and delicious and just so beautiful, and funny moments, and the coolest kid ever. So I've put this under Jay's Sapphic book bingo for single parent, because it absolutely does have a single parent, but there are so many you could put in there as well. The Tool Belt, Fake Relationship, sure there's others on the bingo card that it could be, but it is just so cool. And this book, it has elements as well where I was reading it going, oh my God, it's like sapphic Gilmore Girl aspect coming on here, and it's fucking awesome. I love it. All right. And the reason, let me clarify. The reason I said I won't be getting it till June is because I will be so excited. I will be doing an event at the Gold Coast Pride Festival, selling my books in the same booth as Cheyenne Blue and 2 other amazing Aussie authors, S.R. Silcox and Liz Rain. So yeah, I've already told Cheyenne I will be stealing a book, buying a book from her there. But yes, so I absolutely loved it. Cheyenne Blue's writing is just keeps going from strength to strength to strength. The next book I read, yay, I finally got around to it. I won it in a competition, and it is Chus by E.J. Noyes, and it is so adorable. It is young adult romance. It is best friends to lovers. It is quirky and cute and adorable, and kind of like a sequel from E.J. Noyes's novel Gold. So absolutely amazing. Go get it, especially if you're boiling like we have been here in Queensland. It'll make you feel nice and chilly. All right. So the next book, Aussie-born author, hilarious, cannibalism and a talking cat. So My Cat's Guide to Online Dating by Christian Baines. This is amazingly hilarious. Definitely not for the faint-hearted. Rather erotic, intensely descriptive scenes. So just be warned, brilliant writing, brilliant book. All right. All right, what's next? Okay, the next one is a young adult. It is a thriller mystery, Good Girl's Guide to Murder by Holly Jackson. Freaking amazing. So well done. Just the writing and the structure and the plot that just keeps you guessing and twisting. And it is fantastic and amazing. Great representations, awesome writing. So good. All right. Now, okay. Another Aussie author, because I love Aussie authors. That's amazing. So this is actually a horror, a gore fest called Soul Survivor by Zachary Ashford. Gore fest, drop bears, terrifying, quick read, so good. All right, now the last book I've read, At Your Most Beautiful by Harper Bliss. This is only the second book of hers I've read, and I have to say I absolutely loved this book. I actually stumbled on it because I was in need of a new Angela Dorr narration. And I saw this and I went, you know what? I did enjoy Harper Bliss's first book. It's time to read another one. And oh my God, I'm so glad I did. I can't believe how much I enjoyed it, seeing as I'm not usually a big fan of age gap, but I really love the way this story comes about, and it is just absolutely delicious. All right, so even though I didn't get a lot of writing done in March, I did still write 23 days of the month, so that's not a bad thing. I did also get Coffee, Cars, and Necromancy, which I believe I'm going to be changing the name. It could just be Coffee and Necromancy, or it could be completely different. Who knows? I did get the edits of that finished and sent off to my editor, and I'm nervously anticipating developmental edits coming back for that one. I did also get some awesome news in relation to Void, which is coming out, definitely 100% coming out August 14th this year. I am so excited. It is actually now off to be formatted, and I am so excited that we're at such that level already. It's being published by Erie River Publishing, and they have just made it so much better and helped me really work on it. And I am so proud of this novel. I cannot wait to be able to talk about it more and get it out in the world, because super duper excited and super duper proud. So that's my wrap up for March. We'll see what April brings. All right. Thanks, y'all.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. Now, if you would like to keep the track of my videos so you don't miss any, make sure you hit subscribe, all likes, all subscriptions. They all help to keep this passion project alive. You can also, if you would like to support me, buy me a coffee. The link's down below. Thanks, y'all.